Hi, Gemini. So this is going with your original part one, make a move and put your money where your mouth is. So literally your girl got cut off at like the money portion, read, everything like that. I don't even know if this is like going live technically. It says so on my screen and everything like this, but I'm trying to get YouTube back up on my computer to make sure that I just have the chat and everything going like that too. So I apologize for my tech issues and everything like this. Legit, Geminis, are you feeling Mercury retrograde on the last day of Mercury retrograde? Because I am, apparently. So let's talk about this, Geminis. Part one is down below, which we already went through, your oracle messages, spiritual day-to-day messages, and higher self messages, and we clarified what we need to with the tarot with that. And then this portion is going to be all about money and finances and career, and then relationships, and then sexual energies. So I apologize that this video didn't work here specifically, but the first part, I don't know where it stopped or cut off here, but literally cutting ties came up for you, and I talked about this in part one here. But you're going to be going into some sort of financial like connections here, building bridges with new people here overall. Maybe you're a bridge engineer here, or maybe you're doing something with that specifically. But I talked about, like, for a lot of you, you might be working in film, you may be working as a musician, because I started singing. You may, because I started singing One Direction, can I get a connection? Can I get a connection? So warm connections are going to be really good for you in regards of money, finances, career, and retirement here. So make sure you follow up, do your warm emails, everything like that with those of you that are connecting with other people across the world here, because there is a newer next best opportunity specifically. And I said someone here was like a singer, worked in the film industry or like something, and that could be in any right. Like you worked on making sets for films, you worked on as a director, you worked on whatever, you were talking, right? And then influence came out again here. So a lot of you are being called to really share your story, be out there in the public eye. So I started laughing when this card came out. I was like, shut up. Yes. So use your influence for change. You may do public speaking, social videos, or interviews, and your voice and opinions matter here. I feel like you're very well respected and people want to learn from you. Make sure you protect your ideas during this time. Again, there's something about the full moon, and pay attention to the signs specifically here overall. But this card says you're being protected from deceit in situations that no longer serve you. Lay low for a while here. You will be shown the truth specifically, Gemini. So we're going to finish up this read. I apologize that this is in part one and two. Tell me about cutting ties. We kind of talked about this in part one, so go back and watch that read here. It definitely helps support the channel grow. You got 2 videos, I don't know, twins maybe? Just kidding. Worst Gemini joke ever, okay? Page of Wands. Yeah, you want to create something that's better for you. You could get a message from an old friend here, coworker or colleague. Could be a fire sign about a new job opportunity. And this could have been someone that you cut ties with a long time ago here. You might want to be creative. You might want to move, like do something like with your talents. Musician is coming up for a lot of you here. 7 of Wands in the reverse, but you're kind of like, you might be like, I tried to work with this person once here and I had to like protect my peace here because I know there's a better wish fulfillment coming in. 7 of Wands in the reverse, like you had to really stand your ground here, but also like defend, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And maybe you came off as defensive to this old friend person, but like this old career job. And it's almost like it's not worth your mental health. It's not worth your peace here, okay? You do have some sort of wish fulfillment coming in with a new opportunity here. Yeah, and 2 of Pentacles, King of Cups, you're going to be more emotionally fulfilled specifically here, and you could be even connecting with the Leo here overall when it comes to these energies. Tell me about this connections here. We had 10 of Swords in the reverse overall, but didn't fully pop out. Tell me about connections for Geminis here. Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. What is this? There could have been someone from your past Sagittarius season here that like you may need to reconnect with. 2 of Wands. Yeah, they might be at a distance from you. They might travel towards you. They might want a partnership with you. Yeah, travel towards you, but it could be delay. Again, I said this in part 1 here, so I'm kind of bummed that it's not in part 2. So make sure to smash the like button, boo. Help me with this channel grow, everything like that, because I'm so mad that I'm doing this in 2 parts, but whatever. This is something where there's some sort of delay with a connection coming towards you, and I feel like it's when Jupiter is in Cancer here, right? You have Sagittarius energy and you have Cancerian energy. Saggies are ruled by Jupiter. It goes into Cancer this June here. I feel like some of you may also be trying to figure out whether or not you want to go a certain route or direction with your career and your connections, and maybe even move for work overall. What else does Gemini need to know? Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter and Gemini. There's going to be a big opportunity here. Fortune, fate, destiny, shooting star. You might be wishing on a shooting star. But see, there's a house here too where I said like you might move your home, your space, whatever. And this might also be like love, home, money, like opportunity. You might meet somebody that you love in a career worker setting here. And it's all about to pay out specifically. Some of you might be moving with a family as well. Tell me about influence. Magician, your card, Gemini, way to manifest some stuff. Move forward with your manifestations, your ideas, your creativity, your opportunities, your stories here specifically. A lot of you really may also be like a preacher or something like that. I'm just kind of seeing that, right, with the altar and everything. For others of you, you have some sort of spiritual wisdom that other people wish they had, or a lot of life lessons that you've learned and mastered here. The Sun card in the reverse, and Two of Cups, even friendships or a partner or a spouse here may have even said this to you. This could be a Leo, and they're almost like, yo, Gemini, put the spotlight on you here a little bit. A lot of you might also be talking about mental health struggles, relational things that might have been really difficult for you, even depression here. And I feel like this is something where, for a lot of you, you could have Gemini, Virgo, or Leo in your chart, but it's like there's a beautiful partnership that is ahead. Three of Pentacles here, and you're going to move forward with it. Six of Swords, very beautiful. Tell me about protection with moving forward. Five of Swords in the reverse here. Okay, so you had a lot of haterade energy in the first read here overall under the Lives tab. Three of Cups sideways. You're moving into some better groups, but it hasn't happened yet. People that do love and care about you, do love and care about you, but you kind of had to go through these karmic cycles in career and do some sort of cord cutting piece here. You might be seeing a psychic, a spiritualist, someone who does cord cutting rituals to kind of help you with this specifically. This could also be some sort of Scorpio that's trying to like get in your energy and do harm towards you, but Nine of Wands in the reverse and Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and Page of Swords in the reverse. It backfires on them. This person could be younger than you, and it's almost like they wanted your job because you were older and you were like making all this money here specifically, and they thought that they could just do what you were doing. For others of you, this is being divinely protected and moving forward with money, finances, and career here, and releasing and letting go of the old to make way for the new. So you are heavily protected here. Careful, Capricorn, the Devil card in the upright, of any material greed during this time, or people trying to offer you a bad deal here. Strength card in the reverse could also be a Leo here. They might be trying to call you names or bullying you to stay. Ace of Wands in the reverse, literally bullying you to stay in some sort of position or opportunity, but I don't see it working out for you or them at that point. You're protected to move on, Gemini, okay? Top of the deck, limitations. Move out of any lack, scarcity mindset here. Obstacles are not what they seem. You can get around them just with careful thought. Choose some better things for you. Drama. Let go of the drama. Release it. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. Let's get in your relationships. Person has an entitlement attitude and think you owe them, boo. Hashtag taking advantage. Someone's going to ghost you in this situation. Geminis. I was literally picking up on that. And a surprise gift night or date or gestures coming for some of you here, okay? We have enabling a person or a situation to continue. Hashtag accountability. Let's shuffle this out specifically. What's this entitlement? A Leo energy in the reverse. They're stuck in their ego, their shadow. They have a lot of pride here. Why? Four of Pentacles. They're greedy. This is a boss. It popped up in the upright and then it came back in the reverse. I'm telling you, this is a Leo that thinks that they can just take advantage of you and have some sort of power over you, some willpower here. They're telling me blackmail. They could be 88. I'm telling you, Queen of Wands in the reverse and Four of Cups. They could be 44. They could be born in 88 here as well. There's something about a contract that did not go right, and Spirit's going to cut the cord, and this company's going to blow up. Tower moment, Aries in their face. Two of Wands, you're moving on. Okay, this is a lot about career in this read. Tell me about who's ghosting. Leo? Oh, Leo. Okay, could be Leo. Gemini. Oh, interesting. Libra here overall. Someone could have missed a court date for some sort of payout. Or after some sort of court thing, it's done. Yeah, Hanged Man energy, like it's locked up here. This could be multiple people here. So you have the Justice card, which is Libra, Seven of Pentacles in the upright, and then Hanged Man energy in the upright. It's like the scales of karma have been balanced here, and what this person gives out, they receive overall. This might also be past friends or situations who weren't invested in you. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe even from childhood, and it blew up in their face. And Three of Wands, you moved into better relationships than them. Aries energy. This is also someone where it's like a child custody battle and you won it here because you have Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Tower moment in the reverse, and Three of Wands in the upright. Like this person doesn't even have a home that's steady, that's stable, that's solid here, and you're moving on. Tell me about a surprise gift or date night or gesture. It's coming towards you. It hasn't happened yet. Lover. So Gemini, that's your energy. This could be you doing this or Gemini on Gemini. Queen of Pentacles. Y'all may move in together with someone. This is an expensive gift here. Six of Cups from a past friend. This person doesn't want you to see this. Or a past lover here. Told you it's a big gift here. It might be a ring. They told me Rolex here. Wow. Sagittarius energy, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Cups, Gemini. So this could still be when Gemini is in Jupiter here. It does not have to be. This could be a Sagittarius or a Gemini. It does not have to be. They could have it in their chart. But this person doesn't want you to see it. It is a big date. For a lot of you, they're buying you an expensive piece of jewelry, a necklace, a ring, a watch. For others of you, this is like hidden treasure that you loved. And for others of you, this is like something from the past, like nostalgia, Six of Cups in the reverse, that you had some sort of sentimental value with. And that's why they don't want you to see this yet. Spirit doesn't want this to be revealed. And this person is like, it's like they remembered after all these years here. Tell me about enabling a person or a situation to continue. Ten of Swords in the reverse. No, you're not. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles in the upright, 10-10. You closed up a major cycle here of people, yeah, and now you're blocking them. Two of Swords in the upright. People not using you for your house, your money, the things that you have when they can't even figure out what the heck you did to create that beautiful reality here, okay? So congratulations. For some of you, this might be enabling with a child here. For others of you, this could be if you're in a partnership or a committed relationship. This could be enabling some sort of situation where they're telling me like you feel like this person needs to grow up here. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and like maybe get a job or maybe take some next steps to create a better future for themselves here. And you'll be a guide here. Yeah, like you'll help them make the right decisions, choices. Judgment card could be a Scorpio to move forward with things, but Fool card in the reverse. It's almost like they tried to trick you out of giving them some things, money, love, home, everything like that. And you're not allowing for this to happen anymore. You're thinking things through and doing what's best for you in relationships, which I love. And we have the past is being projected on your current relationship, so change. And I feel like you know that. That was in the first part of your read here, so I'm not going to go over that again. But you are being this catalyst of change here specifically. Let's get into your sexual energies. Please make sure to like this video too, y'all. Help me with the algorithm. Drop a comment after in the hearts, or a comment in the hearts. A heart or a comment after below here too. Fifth house. Ooh, and Uranus here, okay? So this is romance coming in, hookup, pregnancy, childlike energy. You have Uranus. This might be a shocking surprise. This could be a Leo or even Aquarius, but this is like contemplating the future. Ooh, or some hidden mysteries. 12th house energy, Pisces. Some of you, there's a breakup, there's endings. We talked about that energy. For others of you, this is sex later on in life or hidden sexual beliefs or something in the psyche. Libra, Taurus energy. This could happen after the 12th because that's when Venus is like done going retrograde, or that's last day. There's a lot of gifts coming in. I like this for you, Geminis. Coming up 5th house. Play all day energy, okay? Six of desires in the upright. Some of you might be exploring BDSM and kink or going out into the community and even like going on fun dates with this. For others of you, this is like a harmonious like sexual connection here. You might also be healing any types of like past trauma through BDSM and kink, or just even going through it like to a sex party. Yeah, Ace of Desires in the upright. Yeah, you are. You've gotten this card like 3 times here, okay? You got it out of like the career spread. I'm pretty sure you got it out of the general messages, which talked about relationships. You could be like getting really hot for somebody, because I'm getting really hot, okay? Like sweating because you like really like them or they turn you on. But there's new sexual energies like that are coming in, and you really feel connected to this new person. It's a hot connection here. This is also a date night for a lot of you here. This is heavy fire sign energy. For some of you, this is a double confirmation, because that card says hook up, this card says hook up. So you might just like hook up with somebody or have a one-night stand and you're like, cool. Yeah, 10 of seductions in the reverse. You don't feel bad about it. You're like, I'm free. Emperor here. Could be an Aries overall. But yeah, fire sign energy. A lot of you potentially want this like sexual domination, animalistic sex here specifically. That is Aries energy and vibe. For others of you, this is like you being the sub in a relationship. There could also be some sort of new sexual contract with like doming, subbing, switching. For others of you, this could be a sex with a boss at work, so careful of that. Talking about Uranus. You legit, I just sounded like an owl. Pay attention to owls, okay? High Priestess and 2 of Ecstasy, 2 of Cups, y'all. Pay attention to your dreams. This person might be pulling some cards on you. You might be pulling some cards on them. Cancer energy, but you're trusting your intuition with like this brand new sexual partnership here. It's a very like spiritual and emotional connection here. It's like sacred sexual spirituality, like sex, whatever. Sacred sex is what I meant to say here. And it's like a very divine connection. They're planning to take you out on a date, write you love notes, coffee. The 22nd could be an important date for you. 9 of Ecstasy in the reverse. Ooh, careful if you're going out to the bars or drinking or something like that. There might be too much to drink, especially if you're trying to hook up with this person here overall. That may influence your libido. Yeah, the World card in the reverse, it doesn't work. Judgment call, double card in the reverse. You're like, damn, I wish I didn't drink so much. And then you shame yourself and then whatever. And this person might be like, well, let's try again. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Capricorn here. Where's this go? Okay, Magician, yeah, Gemini, Virgo energy. Something is going to happen that you really like and enjoy, but this is something where if there was some sort of past life lesson of you hooking up with people, you making shitty decisions and hooking up with people around the world here and all this stuff while drinking or doing drugs or whatever, you're not doing that anymore. The Magician card in the Shamelessly Sexy deck is all about applying what you've learned from past relationships to current ones or sexual connections here. Tell me about 12th house energy. You might have some haters online, Gemini. 6 of Pleasures here, giving and receiving. There's a sexually balanced lover coming in. They're very generous. Ooh, 8 of Desires in the reverse, though. You may not enjoy this. You might be burnt out sexually, or you may just be asexual or gray sexual or demisexual, and you're like, I don't really want sex until we have an emotional connection. For others of you, this is like, this person doesn't understand like your sexuality specifically. So there's something about that where they think they understand you if you specifically are ace, and that's on a continuum. And 7 of Pleasures in the reverse, Pentacles. And you might get frustrated with that, and they might get impatient with you and be like, well, then when do you want to have sex if it's just every so often? And it's almost like you're not sure of yourself. 2 Pleasures in the reverse. It doesn't work out. And this person might also be hesitating, not trusting you to know, but then also like they could struggle with some commitment issues. Tell me about Venus. Three of Seductions in the reverse. Interesting. Three of Swords. So you've definitely healed after like infidelity. You could have been cheated on by like a Taurus or a Libra previously. You may bond with somebody over this. Ooh, Tower moment in the reverse. You're like rebuilding your sexuality from that and healing. You're practicing like self-love. Ace of Ecstasy. Yeah, and this is when this date comes in. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this is just delayed after Aries season here, and there's gonna be some new opportunities for sex and date nights and partners, and they want to get to know you. It is this emotional connection here. Five of Pleasures in the reverse. Yeah, Pentacles. So this is like choosing better partners, relationships, and you have Temperance, people that are more well balanced here. Sagittarius energy overall here. You might be going on a getaway too, or a Sagittarius. You could be with a Sagittarius. They could have it in their chart, and they could surprise you with like a sex getaway or a vacation or a trip here or something to that sort, some sort of gift overall. Legit, they're surprising you. Choice, Lovers card in the upright here, okay? They are surprising you. King of Pleasures here. They got that money. Like they're stable, they're solid, okay? We have Taurus. I enjoy being sexually present during sex and slowing down. And Scorpio, there's some sexual secrets, there's some power dynamics and some intense sex here. This is also around like that energy of like this person potentially judging your sexuality with 8th house kind of vibes and just being like, what? Let's shuffle out the final messages for Geminis, please. Crown chakra. I said this at the beginning, so watch the whole read, part 1 and part 2. But you are spiritually transforming, awakening, and ascending for your highest good here. Woo! Talked about clairaudience here, so pay attention to the music, the words, the messages that are coming in. I mentioned work from the heart chakra and up, or some of you need to get a Reiki cleanse, practice self-compassion, love and kindness towards yourself. Yeah, and you are literally letting go of who doesn't deserve you anymore and doing what's best for you, and not everyone's allowed to move forward, and Reiki is coming up all over again here. So a lot you need to ground down your energy, cleanse your chakras, book Reiki, everything like that. Look into your past lives here. Maybe get a birth chart reading done for that. Gratitude is popping up overall again, so practice more gratitude. You will attract more good to you. And victorious. Success is the only outcome, and you are on the right path. Geminis, I apologize again that this read had to be split up in two. Watch part 1 down below under the lives tab 2. Make sure to like both reads, please. Help support me and my channel, even in this goofy Wi-Fi energy not working on the last day of Mercury retrograde. But you are being called to move forward, to make a move, to be this catalyst of change here. There were so many beautiful messages in part 1 specifically that I definitely don't want you to miss out on that read here. So go back, watch the beginning, then watch part 2. Let me know what resonates with you in the confirmations down below. Thank you to everybody in the first video in the chat being super supportive too. And make sure to like and subscribe, help the channel grow. I know there's about 4,000 of you on my channel that are new, unique viewers. So I see you, boo. I know you want to be a part of the Shameless Squad here. Okay, so I will be going live more this week here. Check the other placements in your chart. Thank you for all your likes, subscribes, donations, tips, everything like that, Geminis. I love you, and stay tuned for more, and stay shameless.